Today's July 14th. I've lost practically every penny to the market. Each year for the past several years have been just devastating losses. A total loss within slippage as well as the loss to the market. And everything that I did so far has been a complete disaster in trading. I'd be up a little bit, I'd be down, but at the end of it all, I'd be essentially just lost. It's a total chaotic loss. And I have essentially nothing to show for the time that I've spent. Surely that I should have made some progress in finding something that works to this point, but so far nothing has worked. So the hard part is I'm thinking to myself that it would be very difficult to find something that works. And I have not made that connection between what really works and the percentage of wins versus percentage of wins versus the number of trades that I make. It is difficult. It is unthinkable at this point to make that correlation between what works and what does not work. So far, I figured out what does not work. And if I keep going at this pace, then I will lose everything. One of the good things about not having much money is that I lose small. I imagine if I have a lot of money, then I would be losing a lot. Because whatever I've done so far, essentially, however much I have is the same. So I need to formulate something that that will alter the path that I'm going. And what I've just realized is something called fear. There's fear now. I have in the past I would be extremely agitated and concerned and be very upset with myself whenever I suffered a catastrophic trading account loss. I'd be very, very upset with myself. Now I look at the market and I am fearful. I don't know where it came from, but now I am fearful of making a trade now, because I know that I'm not sure where this is coming from, but it's fear. There's fear in my trading now, and I'm concerned and fearful of the market. Whereas before, I was not fearful. Things, even though my accounts were literally became zero, I was not fearful of the market, and I would keep doing the same thing over and over, thinking that tomorrow is a day where something good will come about it. I'm thinking to myself, tomorrow something's gonna change, even though I was doing the same thing. But finally, a word made a connection between losing and this connection that I have now, and that this connection is essentially just I lost everything. I'm lost. I've lost everything. So I've now I'm at a point where I'm thinking about some of these professional traders who have gone through the same situation. It's a psychological barrier that is creating this scenario where, uh, despite the fact that the accounts are blown or became zero, but they persist. And I can see why many people have done this by taking a couple years of hiatus from trading to earn a living, save enough money, and go back to trading and lose everything, come back to it, come back to work, and then do it again. So there have been, in multiple occasions, of individuals who have saved and lost everything. And for me, mine was a long stretch of bleeding, small amounts, small amounts, small amounts. Whatever I had was being lost. So finally, the emotion of fear has set in. It has it has set in. I don't exactly, I can't pinpoint exactly what this fear is born of. What is this? The fear of fear. The fear. I'm not sure exactly where this fear comes from. Is it because, if I persist in this way of living life by gambling in the stock market right now, that's literally what I'm doing. Unless I figure a statistical probability, when I switch that on and I find something then that's workable, that I can use that, but I don't have that at that moment. So it's I'm attempting to figure out where this fear is coming from. Finally, where is this fear coming from? Where is this fear being generated? I can't pinpoint exactly where that point is. So, um, fear of losing, everything. Fear. There's fear. So that's where I am right now. I've lost literally, everything. Every penny that I've made so far has been lost to the market. I've lost everything. Granted that I have food to eat, enough money to put gas in the car, enough money to, get the oil changed in the car, enough money to have insurance, enough money to afford this this office evolution, and enough money to pay for parking, each month, and enough to pay rent in a room. And, aside from that, the practical thing that I could have done was maybe purchase a new pair of glasses. It's amazing how this pair of glasses that has, wow, it's, yeah, I don't remember how old this pair of glasses are. It must be very, very old. So, at this point now, I am fearful. I'm fearful. Exactly what is causing me to be fearful about losing everything? I don't know. I can't pinpoint exactly what that is. Something at this moment has triggered this fear within me. Something something is telling me I'm fearful. And what I know now is that I've lost everything. So that is the connection I suppose I need to make. Um, the reason I keep going is because, and the reason why I'm documenting this is because I believe at the end of this journey that I will be profitable somehow. That I'm going to find the missing pieces within my trading and I can fill that in. It'll be a small switch to my trading that's going to totally transform the results that I have. So I'm I'm waiting for that day. I'm waiting for that day when I make that small change to my trading that's going to change the results that I receive whenever I make a change, whenever I make a trade, such that whatever the market conditions are, I am not anticipating what the market conditions uh, are that will determine what the end result is. And I'm going to totally rely on whatever I see that is being displayed, whatever the market condition is. Then whenever I see that situation, then I can make a trade on that particular situation, and then I would have tabulated a uh, a recorded tabulated results to show me that what I've done for a period of time is successful or unsuccessful. So despite the fact that the fear that I have for losing everything, I've lost everything, everything. So I keep going. I keep moving forward, and I'm going to. I have to. I have to design a criteria that tells me that I can backtest, and after backtesting, and if it fits within that criteria on a periodic basis of whatever that period is, then I can say to myself, I can. Then I have proven to myself on paper that things will work. Then I can move it into another cycle, and I keep trading it to see if that result is repeatable. Once I show that the results are repeatable, then I can take it to the market and see if the results unfold the way that I've I've seen on paper. So the fear right now seems to be that I have literally $100 in my trading account, and I'm thinking to myself, boy, it could be just gone. Yesterday, when I had more than that, I just I just threw it out there because it just did not register into my mind that I could literally do that. So, so the reality at this point, and for the sake of recording my current predicament, is that I've lost everything. I've lost everything. And what I'm doing right now is relying on employment at Westside Drive-In to support this journey that I'm taking as a day trader. I have no idea how long I will be able to sustain myself as a dishwasher. I don't. I don't know how long it's going to. I have no idea. Uh, Being 54 years old right now, and literally, I'm the oldest guy there, the oldest man. I am the. I am literally a very, very old man. And there are teenagers who are 16 years old who's working there, and they're far better than what I do. I have to admit. The only reason that I'm still employed is because I do things that they probably wouldn't want to work on a daily basis. So I just want to record today that despite the fact that I've lost everything, I've literally lost everything. I mean, when I say I've lost everything, um, what God gave me to take to go on this journey, like the backpack, this keyboard, this Bose headphone that I got when I was employed as an engineer, and uh, and this notebook computer that's what is that like now? It's like wow, it's like seven years old. This computer is 7 years old. Notebook computer is 7 years old. Um, so today I'm recording it In the past months, when I've like blown my accounts, I didn't record it, but I just wanted to record this today. Today is today is July 14, and I've lost everything.